As I've gotten older, I've felt this strange feeling of disappointment. Not at my life or myself or anything like that. I'm disappointed in what it means to be older. I remember when we were all kids, I fetishized the idea of adulthood. I thought that the process of becoming an adult would be like a sudden awakening where I could firmer grasp reality. As a kid, I looked up to every adult around me in awe. I envied the day where I would finally feel like a grown-up. I thought that in order to get there, I would have the puberty equivalent of a change for my mind. But as time gradually crept away, I realized that the biggest difference between my mind at 13 and my mind now isn't some physiological change. The biggest difference is experience. The simple passage of time and collection of more lessons learned. I worshipped adulthood, as I'm sure many of you also did as a kid. But now that I'm here, I'm starting to yearn for that youth again, the naivete. If given the choice, I don't think I would travel back in time to reminisce. I do prefer that I'm here, and I'm glad to have learned what I have along the way. But I can't help but feel sad at what I've lost. Video games are something I've lost. I just don't enjoy them anymore, at least nearly as much. I'm glad that they're no longer consuming my life, but I do miss that feeling of excitement and anticipation for a new game to come out, or that thrill I used to get when beating a level. It just isn't the same. More than my love for that old hobby, I've lost my love for comic books. I've lost some of my imagination. I've lost the camaraderie of high school and middle school sports. I've lost touch with some of my old passions, and I've lost relationships. When it comes to losing things like my enjoyment of video games, I'm happy that I have. I'm not saying that video games are necessarily bad, but for me they would take up too much of my time I use now to do things I love more, like making this video. But I still come back to that word, lost. Because even if you lose something for the best, it still feels like defeat. Maybe nostalgia is a bad thing, a hindrance holding us back. But I think the feeling grows from a deep appreciation for the things lost that made us, losing the small things to win big somewhere else.